How about a spade?
Connie Rennie is at the end of her life. You wouldn't know it with the spunk she has as she tosses hearts and spades across the table. Diagnosed with terminal breast cancer, there's no telling when she'll take her last breath. Husband for over 50 years, Lou Rennie, doesn't care if he wins or loses, as long as his wife is comfortable and warm. For Lou, knowing Connie will soon pass is something he's accepted, and that's because he's not going through her end-of-life transition alone.
It has been emotional several times. I think that I benefited mostly because of the care that Connie does receive from hospice. I feel like I'm getting the care as well. They're willing to help me understand and help do. And that's important to me, and probably would be to most people.
Back at the Jefferson County Hospice offices, resource nurse Andrea Parator manages various cases like the Rennies. Part of her job is educating families on what to expect and reminding them that they're not alone.
The transition with hospice care is really a shift in perspective, focusing more on the person and the family unit. Once they learn about what hospice entails and making that transition, we hear two things. One, I should have called hospice sooner. And two, wow, I really feel better. You know, this sense of relief comes over them. For so many years in the role of a caregiver and a family member, it's a very lonely place to be.
Down the hall, Jefferson County Hospice social worker Stephanie Boone prepares information to better educate families. Having tough conversations while comforting them at the same time is something she's well versed in.
We provide general emotional support to our patients and their families. So we do a lot of validating their feelings. We sort of normalize the experience that they're going through, because I don't think they realize that the emotions that they're feeling are very normal, and a lot of people experience the same things. So that's a big part of what we do, but we also help them mentally prepare for the loss of their loved one, what their transition's gonna look like, what to look for, and how to support their loved one through the end of their life.
Working in hospice is really special. A lot of people are very hesitant to talk about death and dying in general. It's a very taboo topic. People don't like to talk about it. So us as hospice professionals, when we go into the home, I feel that we're able to get very vulnerable. They're able to get vulnerable with us, really share those feelings and stories that they have, and really just being there and holding that space and listening to them.
That's exactly what hospice nurse Tammy Potter does when she checks in with the Rennies.
Thank you.
Hospice nurses are a special breed. They don't care for patients who are on the mend. They care for those ready to cross over. And while that's Tammy's primary role, she and the rest of the hospice team do so much more, and none of it is lost on Connie.
They're very comforting for Leo because he knows that I'm going to pass, but he knows that they're going to be there for him. They've already mentioned that they'll be there for him, they'll be there for our daughter, they'll be there for our son. They just want to be there to comfort. And I feel like they have already.
I think I've become a better spouse. More concerned with taking over the things that I need to take over because Connie isn't able to do them. I can do whatever I need to do, partially because of the hospice outlook on things. That's been the way they've explained things to me.
It can be everything from how to manage symptoms, how to give a bath, how to reposition in bed. Because the thing with hospice care is that the patient is not in a restorative sense, where if they lose the ability to walk, that they're going to walk again. They're not. So how do we deal with that? It's a really hard loss and it's very emotional, but at the same time, okay, shift that perspective.
Lou is 79. When Connie passes, the seat she occupies won't be empty. While she won't be there to throw a diamond or laugh at how he deals cards, his son will be. And when the day comes that he needs extra care, he knows who to call. In the meantime,
Thought about it. Connie has talked about it a little bit. What am I going to do? I don't know. I'll probably still be a hermit for the most part, because we are. We don't go places and do things anymore. We even stopped going out to dinner because we couldn't find decent restaurants that we liked. We'd rather cook at home. I won't be alone because I have a son that lives with us, and he's super helpful and all that, so.
We encourage them to continue taking care of themselves, such as continuing to go to their own doctor's appointments, making that trip to the store, going out for coffee, or something as simple as just carving out time to take a shower, to have a moment alone, and to just kind of process what they're going through and feel their emotions and just be with themselves.
I think hospice alleviates the sadness and the loneliness simply because they're there. They want you to know that they're there. They tell you constantly, if you need anything at all, just call.
I never thought I was going to die. I never thought that Connie was going to die. But it's going to happen to everybody. I thought I was invincible. Nobody is.
I love you.
In Jefferson County for WPBS Weekly, I'm Jolene DeRosier.